It is April 14th, 2021. We're here on the rooftop of the front house at 2751 Hornblend Street in San Diego, California, 92109. The main sewer is clogged, as reported by another plumbing company, so we're going to go down this 2-inch vent, which leads into this bathroom, to see if the main is still completely clogged and or if we see any evidence of what it's clogged with before we start snaking the line. So here we're making our transition into the horizontal. Looks like it is backed up still, which we assumed it would be unless it's able to partially drain out. Now pushing through, and we come to some buildup or stoppage. So you can see all that debris right there. That looks like just an inordinate amount of toilet paper. So you can see as I pushed the camera in and came back out, we're seeing literally a glob of solid paper. So we're assuming that this is toilet paper, but it could be a combination of some towelettes, wipes, feminine products, some other heavy paper material as well. Or there could be another object that got flushed down there that's backing it all up behind that, or some other issue with the pipe. But right here you can see just from the camera going in and pulling back out, almost like it does with fat or grease, it's kind of created a little hole and then it's just solid full of that. So there's a little bit of liquid water right there. As we go back forward again and try to push through this, sometimes we can get lucky and the camera can actually clear it on occasion, but other times we're going to have to just, of course, cable and clear it. So it could be a turn right there on the line, or it could just be the way the debris is causing the camera to kind of carry that direction. So we're going to go ahead and pause the video, pull the camera out, and now go ahead and try to put in a cleaning system to rip out this debris. Okay, so we just went ahead and snaked the line. We used this 7/8 sectional cable with a single-sided cutter bit to get down this 2-inch pipe. We think we can hear water draining out, but we do have the sink running. It might still be backed up. We're going to go ahead and look to see. It does look like it's still backed up, and you can see it's filling up right there. We're going to push the camera through here. We want to go ahead and see if we moved enough of that debris around that the camera can keep forcing it through, because essentially that's what needs to happen, is it needs to break it and push it out. So there you go right there. See, the line is actually open right there. We've actually gone past the 30 some odd foot mark. Now you can see the debris kind of folding over. So we chopped it all up with that 7/8 bit and cable, and now it basically just needs some pushing to keep clearing it out. So that's why we also have the water running, because it needs that liquid to help break it apart to get to want to drain out. So you can see how it's folding just over itself right there. So it's still just moving down the pipe. There we go. So there's the main sewer right there. We're completely intact. The line is not broken or collapsed. So you can see right there the line is open. We're in the other main sewer off the other bathroom. As we come back here across the line, you can see all that debris that's kind of folding in front of the camera. And then we're basically losing our view right here, because again, we just have this several feet of debris that's slowly pushing its way out to get clear of the main sewer. So the camera can do a lot of the work rather than keep agitating the cast iron pipes that are under slab to get the line cleared out. So we're just going to keep recording while we keep pushing the camera here to get this debris moved out. Now, we've got some debris really caked up on the front of the lens, I think, right here. So might have some water moving by right now to help kind of clear out. We'll see here. We're going to keep pushing. We're already 50 feet out, so we know we're way past where they come together there. We're going to leave that running for a second. It looks like the line is still blocked. We don't hear any water draining by the system. So we're going to back up here. There we go. There is the water right there. So the line is open at this 40-foot mark or so where it again dumps into the other bathroom that's being utilized. We're now going to back up. We can see a little bit of water trying to move through the system, but the line might not be completely cleared. Here's the dump into that part of the main. We're now backing up, and you can see at this 30-foot mark and back, we still have some standing debris in the line, so it's not all cleared out just yet, but it's starting to get there, it looks like. So right here, we still got some other paper debris or feces kind of clogging up the system a little bit. A little bit of standing water. There we go. So there's partial movement on the system right there. So now you can see we've got the lavatory sink running in that bathroom that was out of order. We do have a toilet in there. We'll go ahead and flush that in a second, but you can see right now the line is now drained out, and there might be some more debris in there we need to clear out, but right now we're going to go ahead and pause the video for a second while we go ahead and run some more water down the system. Okay, so we've gone ahead and flushed the toilet about 3 times inside the unit. We still have the hot and cold water running in the lav sink. The toilet flushed perfectly normal, took everything down, and of course, as you can see, the line here is open. We're going to back up about 5 feet or so. That's about the beginning of the horizontal line here. So right here's the vertical. Here's the beginning of the horizontal line. You can see right there on the upper right-hand side of the screen, that's where the T-junction is on the main sewer for the lavatory sink to dump into the system. You can see it cascading across like a waterfall into the system. So we're now going to continue down the line, make sure that from here till we get to the next main sewer, which is about another 15 feet or so approximately, that the line is all clear and open. There's no paper or other debris stuck to the walls of the pipe anywhere. A little bit of an area that's holding water here, what we call a sag to the line. So the bottom of the pipe just being corroded, or little hills and valleys of buildup and scale and deposits will cause that. Now here already is that turn at 33 feet from the vent, and then here's our dump into the other main sewer from the other bathroom. So here's the junction where it dumps in, and then now it runs across. So same thing, there's a little bit of standing water on the bottom you can see there. Some of that will be due to the water running, but there you go, you can see the water cascading through. So all that debris has been pushed out through the system. We're going to run the other bathroom to kind of inundate that to make sure it all gets flushed out nice and clean. But as you can see, we're going all the way out and across. Everything is drained out, everything's working. So there's no reason to do anything on the piping here. Absolutely ridiculous that another plumber suggested that or wouldn't clear the line. But what does need to happen, we notice, is that in the bathroom that when it's out of order here, that is a Kohler toilet. Those are the worst flushing toilets on the market. The only toilet we recommend is the American Standard Cadet 3. So the problem is that all low-flow toilets in California are ultra-low flow at 1.28 gallons. The Kohlers are the worst because they're not adjustable in any way, shape, or form. The American Standard Cadet 3 is adjustable, and you can go ahead and take the flapper that's in the tank right out of the box. It's already a 3-inch Fluid Master adjustable flapper, and you can adjust it so that when you're trying to go through this rough, scaly cast iron pipe, you're getting more water per flush, which you need, especially since this property is an Airbnb, and people will just, unfortunately, put heavy amounts of everything down on occasion. So any kind of rental property we recommend that has cast iron, that definitely be changed out from that Kohler style toilet to that American Standard Cadet 3 version. So we're going to go ahead and pull back on the pipe one more time here just to show that everything's free and clear all the way back up to the rooftop here. So the water is still running through that lav sink, as we mentioned, hot and cold. There's nothing in the line right now. We're passing the spot where it was all clogged up and not visible. I believe the other plumber made a mark on the floor with a tape saying that the line was bad there or where the problem was, but it was just a simple stoppage. And that stoppage, again, is kind of exacerbated probably because of the poor performing low flush style toilet off that bathroom. We're coming up the vent right now, so we got water droplets hanging off the camera. So that's why there was a kind of obstructed view. We're just wiping off our lens here. So again, here's the backyard with the back units. We're on the rooftop here. And that is the cable that we cleaned and cleared the line back out, in addition to using the camera, of course, as well. But everything is perfectly fine. Everything is working good on the system. So that concludes the recording for this property.